fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station. Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station, generally referred to the child of circumstance, is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Okafomefo. Diokpa Uche Okafomefo, he is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And by the special grace of the Almighty Creator, I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Anyoma province. Of course, Anyoma province is in Delta State, and every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. And by the special grace of God, I welcome you this evening, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people. I welcome you, sympathizers with the Biafran agitation, those who are not Biafran, but they understand our position as a people. I acknowledge all of you, and I will pray that your God, through your feeling, which you are geared towards life, prosperity for all, be granted on our behalf. Men and women who put resources together to ensure we continue to sensitize our people in a time like this, acknowledge all of you. Those who think that they can run on the offense, the only thing they know how to do is to think they are going to rubbish someone else. And I'm talking of Nnamdi Kanu and his recruit. I acknowledge you, because there is a reason why God allowed Satan to exist. He could manifest as angel of light, but there is a reason why he's there. And so all of us are doing our job. Like what somebody once said, we are all pencil in the hand of the Creator. I think that should be Wale Adenuga. This having been said, I move on to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Kika Biama, who has placed our feet upon this path that we must follow. And in my humble way, I say to him, Anye na jage mau makane zioku ebo somai ihunanya ne nage ubiomage o juru anyanya dadio inwe gembanwe o di onye dekage ebo wafa no mega ani nini na sena ne de mao. He said. And of course, without wasting much of our time, we go to our topic this evening, which is simply titled, What Biafrans Must Guide Against in a Time Like This. There are a lot of things Biafrans need to guide against, individually, collectively, or all the wise. If you are a Biafran, no matter the side of Biafra you come from, there is something all of us must guide against. Let us tell ourselves the truth. We are here in Biafra land, and for almost 2 weeks now, we don't hear, if not a month, the news of Fulani headsmen raping and killing has stopped. We don't hear those news again. Hey, unknown gunmen, they burned the police station in Obakala. But then we are waiting for them to burn the one in Afari Beku. Hey, unknown gunmen, they kill 20 police, they do this one. Fulani headsmen have spent their time killing our people for over 20 years. As much as we can remember, Fulani headsmen who believe they are born to rule has ravaged our land. We keep saying the truth. IPOB at a particular point in time stood against this evil. Of course, when I say IPOB, not Nnamdi Kanu. Not Nnamdi Kanu. Because all he has provided is shenanigan. But all of a sudden, we don't hear about Fulani headsmen again. All we are hearing is unknown gunmen. Did they switch the killing of our people? Do we alternate the killing of our people, Miati Allah, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, when they are done? Nice unknown government. Yes, they went to evangelism. Yes. My brother, there is something we must guide against as a people. I continually tell you, for a very long time, Nnamdi Kanu is going to be my team. It's left for you. You get angry. He said, hey, they always say Nnamdi Kanu. My guy, log out so that those who will be saved can be saved. Those in diaspora now will be the one telling us what is happening in Biafra land. There is not, oh, they Fulani rape somebody, oh, they kill somebody, hey, where they do this one. You are the one telling us what is happening. We must guide against this thing. Reason being that you must understand that as far as the universe and those elements that control the universe is concerned, there is something everybody need to do. You are not in the position to switch position. If we do not guide against this shenanigan, we are going to have serious issue. We cannot allow ourselves to be caught up in the midst of all these things. We must prepare and get ready for them so that in the end we can be able to save ourselves and the next generation of Biafra. When you are caught up in issues and you fail to reason, you fail to behave normal, you fail to protect the interests of others even above your own, you cross your boundary. And this cannot be accepted in the issue of Biafra. When you look at the issue of astrology, even though we are caught up in between religion and now you can say it's fetish, but the issue of astrology makes you understand that there is difference between the elements that governs the universe. You consider the 12 zodiac signs, it gives boundary to every of those signs to function. You consider even the cardinal point, as it is called, it has, all of them has a different role to play. And that was why before now, our ancestors understand the need, why consultation must be made before they go into battle. Consultation were made before they eat new yam. Consultation were made even before they make harvest. Consultation were made even when children are born. There were practically room for proper consultation because they cannot be found to be caught in between any web. Let me try to break it down so you can be able to appreciate where we are going to this evening. In those days within our communities, when there is need to fight war, communal war, they have to consult the oracle. And in most cases, they say the oracle said, this is not the right time to go to war. Why? Maybe you serve the god of the hill, and then the others serve the god of the mountain, and then yet another serve the god of the valley, and then another serve the god of the sea, the ocean, and then the next serve the god of the winter, the fire. And now they all have advantage at a particular time. In as much as I am not here to give you in-depth reasoning or knowledge regarding that issue, but I can tell you that the people of the water know the time that is wrong for them to function, to go to war. This is because of proper consultation. Most of you will think, oh, it is selfish. These are truth hidden from you. We can't be caught up in those web. And so the moment there is consultation, and they know because we are the people of the water, and at this time we cannot afford to fight because it's dry season, they will be encouraged or advised to wait till rainy season, where water has power over every other. This is consultation. That is to avoid them being caught up in the web. These things has evidence right from the Bible and everywhere. One of the problems King Leonardo had and lose the support of the Icarus was because he failed to listen to the instruction of their gods. They do not fight war in a time like that. But he moved on. Yes, he made history. But they paid dearly for it. And so the people of Biafra must understand that in the position we find ourselves, there is need for proper consultation so that we cannot be caught in between this web, in between this trap. We have started agitating to free our people. And then we got along the line, one man become the Okushiogo, one man become the Alpha and Omega. And most of you don't see the danger. Yes, we are going to bring down Facebook. We are opening our own platform. We are waiting. Yes, we will kill everybody. I am coming to lead the war. We are waiting. You talk about scientists. Yes, you are the best scientists. We are waiting. We talk about politics. Yes, you are the only one that know politics. I'm talking of Nnamdi Kanu. And today, most of you are caught up in his web. There is nothing he's not the best. He's the only one. In fact, he claimed he's God. It's unfortunate. And now, at the end of the day, we are almost being caught in between. Considering the state of insecurity in Biafra land, in particular, and Nigeria in general, every Biafran must be on their guard to know the truth of every situation and circumstance. Most especially now that we have a lunatic running around in the name of Biafra agitation. If you like, don't try to tell yourself the truth. Don't find out the truth. Don't feed yourself with the truth. Be deceiving yourself. And sometimes you think you are deceiving people. We will know who is deceiving ourselves. The history of Nigeria is painted with blood. And this, I tell you, is the blood of our people. And so for a very long time, we have always been caught in between their web. What is our duty supposed to be? To make sure that our people are properly guided. This will continue to make effort to sensitize our people so that they will be safe. So that our values will not be damaged. We are the only people who claim we know everything. We are the only people who feel we can do anything. But even though it is true, is it not time that within the system, we build a system that protects everybody? But you will not understand. The Yorubas haven't been able to initiate such a platform. Have you seen Yoruba answer Igbo name? Have you seen it? Is it because they hate Igbo? Have you seen Hausa answer Igbo name? Of course, when I'm talking Igbo, I'm talking to all of you. Ibibio, Efika, now all of you, Biafra, all of you are Igbo. Have you seen them? We are the only people caught in between the web. I made a broadcast here regarding Ogbumudia. And I was thinking Ogbumudia is a Bini man. And then the next day somebody called me. Somewhere from Austria. And said, I asked my father about what you said about Ogbumudia. And my father said, no, Ogbumudia is not Bini. Ogbumudia is a car man. The boy was actually ready to learn. I pointed out directions for him to understand what I'm saying. But I say, go and find out from your father. That Ogbumudia, what is the meaning in Benin language? And what is the meaning in the Car language? And then we leave the discussion like that. Until I met another brother who rightly told me that the name of Ogbumudia is Chinedu. But somewhere along the line, because of all this rubbish going on, this rubbish Nnamdi Kanu is projecting, everybody hide their identity. Everybody backed one of their own. And for the reason we will not permit the next generation to do this, that is the reason we will fight anybody, any criminal who think they can deceive all of us again. And so I was shocked. But it's unfortunate we don't have history. It's unfortunate people don't want to learn. It's unfortunate that most of our people are caught up even on the platform of propaganda. Most of you, the reason you listen to brokers is you want to hear, hey, way they do this, so you want to be fed by propaganda. A nation built on falsehood must collapse, as you can see in Nigeria. Nobody is destroying Nigeria, not Nnamdi Kanu, not Fulani headsmen, not British government. Nobody can. But the principle upon which Nigerian foundation was laid, it is meant to destroy us or we destroy Nigeria. We all have a choice. We all. But the people of Biafra must be guided against issues in a time like this. You must be guided. You must choose to know the truth above propaganda. You must choose to stand on the path of righteousness against intimidation and harassment. You must stand by the truth. That is what brought us out here in the first place. Today, before our very eyes, somebody is lying to all of you, and you people are enjoying it. We must ensure that we are not caught in the web of the unknown gunmen. Don't be caught up. Fulani headsmen has stopped killing. The Biafrans, the Igbo, and then all of a sudden, the metamorphose from Fulani headsmen to unknown gunmen. And now, most of you are ignorantly praising Fulani headsmen in disguise as unknown gunmen. You are praising them. So what is the difference between the job of Fulani headsmen and unknown gunmen? The only difference I have noticed there is that the police and the military work sometime with the Fulani headsmen, the Boko Haram. But because we have not revealed to you that there are police and army working as unknown gunmen, will you agree that they are the same group of criminals? It will shock all of you one day. Who was Miati Allah killing? Igbo. Who was Fulani headsmen killing? Igbo. Who was Boko Haram killing in our area? Igbo. Who is unknown gunmen killing? Igbo. My brother, we cannot be caught in this web of unknown gunmen. How many of our people have gone down because of unknown gunmen? How many? How many? I hope Aristo Jofo is following up the case of Nnamdi Okafo. I hope the 2,000 head to bury Ikonso is completed. INEC office is on fire. Hey, there are unknown gunmen. It's unknown gunmen. If we caught up in this web, my brother, you will not survive it. You know, you are looking at it from one angle. Just one angle. I'm sorry for you. My grandmama go look you, go say, I'm sorry for Johnson at Ibadan. I'm sorry for all of you. You will not understand. We cannot be caught up in this web. If we are here to fight for our freedom, all these things you are seeing is not supposed to be there. Every community, everybody is shooting, everybody is shooting. But there is a reason for that. Police come and kill, army come and kill, everybody come and kill. But don't worry. We will get to a stage. If we allow ourselves to be caught up in this web, all of you will run. All of you, Nnamdi Kanu is running already. It will get to all of you. From the politician to everybody, it will get to all of you because most of you have hand in this. But the common Biafran citizen should not be caught up. Do you see unknown gunmen in Yoruba land? That is when you know these people are not weak. Go there and exhibit your madness. Their juju is already protecting their place. Their pastors are protecting their place. Their fans are watching their gate. Omotekun is ready to defend with others. What do we have? The genuine, sincere people who come out to fight to make sure we are not caught up in this mess. Now they cannot have turned all of them to demon, criminal. Iluanya, criminal. Omiomio, criminal. Ikana wanone, criminal. Wokenkwo, criminal. Ozilumba, criminal. People in the UK, bushmeat, goat and rat, chicken, cockroach, everybody idiot. Only Nnamdi Kanu is human being. And all of you are not seeing the danger this thing is going to pose on our people. But don't worry, I pray in our lifetime, you will all witness the consequence of this action on a very good day. Don't worry. So when you are saying, hey, unknown gunmen, my guy, sit down very well now and tell me what unknown gunmen. Has it brought Biafra closer to you? And who is the unknown gunmen? Now the Kanu went to Aba, prepare some boots. After preparing boots, he buys some army uniform. All the genuine volunteers has been killed. And then other people begin to come out as unknown gunmen. And you are happy. They will disarm the police. They will disarm the army. They will weaken this system for a while. And then the government of Nigeria will reinforce. Every country in the world recognize the sovereign state of Nigeria, and they will give them the necessary support to impoverish us and enslave us the more, just to kill us. But without God, who are we? Who are we? Who will help us? Who will give us ammunition? All of you are deceiving yourself now. We can't even afford to buy. Let's assume we want to fight war. And we decide that we will defend the boundary of Biafra land. And then we bring out like 10,000 or 20,000 men with general purpose machine gun. And say, you hold this trigger. For 6 months, you can't leave this trigger. Can you buy the bullet? Can you buy the bullet? Can you? You just kill one police, carry the bullet, maybe 40 bullets. You now do ginger. After gingering, you endanger the life of our people. And some people are saying, hey, and then government, and then government. Why can't unknown government give us Biafra? You cannot allow yourself to be caught in this web. That is why we keep exposing to you. Whatever they may be doing, look right to you. But because you have the power to beat somebody, does not give you the right to beat that person up. You are known gunmen. And very soon you will understand. If any Biafran think these people are working for our interest, you will feel the pain one day. Ask yourself, where are the Fulani headsmen who have been killing our people for some time now? With the emergence of unknown gunmen, you don't hear about them again. And so he said that somebody was blackmailing the Fulani headsmen, or somebody, Fulani headsmen, has metamorphosed to unknown gunmen. Now use your tongue and count your teeth. Our people must ensure that we are guided. We are not caught up in the web of Nigerian security. Unknown gunmen are displaying everywhere. We know the secret behind all the activities. But after much police is being killed, after much military personnel are being killed, then they will come. I must tell you that the reason why they have not descended on our land is because none of our governors has given them go ahead. They give the Fulani Janja weed according to now they go ahead. You will understand. It is not all bullet you use juju for. It is not all bullet. Moreover, they have told your native doctors to register. They have warned them not to treat you. Every area where that would have been like a defense department for you, you have exposed all of them. Now they cannot have exposed all of us. Where is okay foreign? What are they doing in Olo? How many people are being killed? We are the one that labor to build our community. We are the one by our sweat. And you are still the one bringing them to destroy our community. Use your head now. You cannot be living in deception. You be, oh, with what you are doing, Biafra is almost here. They are not selling Biafra SIM card. They will be there. And you think you are deceiving anybody. Biafra is always here. My guy, this year don't they go July? This year is almost going. This is the same thing we did for 10 years on. Nnamdi Kanu and those gangsters called US did not even submit one letter. They have written open letter to Biden. Yes, we want to tell you that Buhari is dead. Biden, you have to look into Buhari case. But Buhari is dead. Why will he be looking into a dead man case? All of you can be deceiving yourself. We must not allow ourselves to be caught up in the Nigerian web. When Nnamdi Kanu come on, he say, yes, you see any checking point in from here to here, it's an order, burn them. No more checking point from Enugu to Kafanchan, from Kafanchan to Gwangwarada. I give an order. My guy, from Imo River to Obi-Igbo Junction, it's less than a kilometer. Pass there now. You see military checking point, naval checking point, Air Force checking point. All of them are there. And these are not soldiers from this area. They are hiding in the forest. They are on the way. Everybody is under lock and key. And every checking point, they are searching our youth like armed robber. But most of them are on Facebook now. Yes, we are formidable. And they can say, I give you an order. No more roadblock. You stop roadblock. I don't want to be biased this evening. I would have told you what they do on those checking points. But that is a case for another day because we cannot be distracted. You can't be caught in their web. You don't have any moral to defend yourself now as a Biafra. Because once you thought they say, oh, unknown gunmen. The unknown gunmen supposed to be Fulani headsmen. Now Nnamdi Kanu has turned you, all of you, baboos to the unknown gunmen. And you are happy over it. When you are caught in the web of the military, you will know. Where is the dead body of Ikonso? Have they returned it? Have they returned it? You killed a policeman in Elimbu. You cut off his head. You ran away with it. Is that one to bury Ikonso? What about the people in Nnamdi Kanu have abandoned in their father's house, in his father's house, and all of them were slaughtered? Some of their wives and children are suffering as we speak. What of the Ogoni people that were caught up by the military? Most of them are in Cotonou, Benin Republic, Ghana. They cannot come back home again. What of the people caught up in the web of the OD? Do you know the generation of 1960? Those of them that were caught up in the web of the military, their property were taken, their life destroyed. Have you gone to Philippe Effiong to find out his encounter till he died? Have you gone to find out how the man who reminded Ojukwu about Biafra was humiliated, the Bayelsa man? The same thing you are doing. And I tell all of you, the end of Nnamdi Kanu journey is to go to Fulani Janjaweed, as they call them, and beg. They will pardon him. And then they will tell him the remaining thing in Igbo land, please help us demolish it. And he will gladly do it. Tell me one damage Nnamdi Kanu have done to Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani. It's only Igbo people. Only Igbo. That's where he has his power. Don't let yourself to be caught. The next generation must understand this. We cannot allow ourselves to be caught up in the web of ESN, Eastern Security Defendant. Is that it? Eastern Security Network. What are you networking? So once the network of that one now, you are pursuing Fulani ESM from killing Igbo people. Now unknown gunmen is killer. Let the ESM begin to kill unknown gunmen now, or they are the same. You people should stop deceiving yourself. Nnamdi Kanu, when he brought ESN, he almost caught all of you Mugu. But you never considered it. How can one man provide security for us? He's the chief of army staff. He's the commander general. He's the field marshal. He's the brigadier. He's the Okushi Ogo. A criminal-minded individual like that, some of us will spend the rest of our life make sure it doesn't work. But you are not looking at it that way. And then immediately, the reasonable people like Obi of Onitsha, who sense this danger, moved immediately to set up a security outfit. Because they knew what was going to come. And they cannot allow themselves to be caught up in that mess. The next thing now, they cannot move all of you. Hey, Obi of Onitsha did this, Obi of Onitsha did that, Obi of Onitsha did that. But I thank God for the people of Anambra who stood up and shut all of you idiots down. That is why unknown gunmen, ESM, it won't work in Anambra. And of course, the governor did also a lot of things. And then immediately, because they cannot be caught up in the web of ESN, they set up a bubago. Immediately, now they cannot jump up. I thought you want to protect our land. So why are you afraid of a bubago? Nigerian helping to blow the trumpet. Yeah, the leader of the zombies, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has faulted the creation of a bubago, saying that it was targeted to kill his member. He has therefore warned that anybody who joins a bubago is dead. Nnamdi Kanu, let me tell you, 90% of those coordinators that serve you sincerely in IPOB, that you call them criminals and demons, they are in charge of a bubago. Don't worry. The fire you light very close to the throne, it will consume you. I don't want to mention their name. Every leader of a bubago around the whole Biafra land, all of them are members of IPOB who have tested your venom, your wickedness. You see in a bubago, you are a dead man. But a bubago, people are protecting their communities. You want to collapse all of them because you are Beru? But I'm happy our people are not caught up there. You just go and rob bank, rape women, do rubbish. You are showing us supremacy. Can any quadron when you call the Jesus of Babylon weka? But people will not understand. What we want is security of our farmers, security to protect our mothers and our young ones in the village, security to checkmate the madness of Fulani headsmen and other criminal elements, whether Miati Allah or Boko Haram. And we need as many as we can. And this is not the job that one man can do. Because Nigeria itself are importing mercenaries to come and kill us. We gave IPOB to Nnamdi Kanu to lead. Nnamdi Kanu ended up selling all of us. He is the accountant general. He is the military general. He is the negotiator general. He is the diplomatic general. Everything only Nnamdi Kanu. And you people can't see, most of you can't see that you are destined for failure and doom. Onyamarika we guagua. Onyamarika we guagua. And so, if our people ignorantly allow themselves to be caught up in the web of supposedly ESN, they are defending us, you will see what will happen to you. This issue cannot be handed over to anybody. But then there must be power broker to ensure that on every angle, on every area, nobody controls absolute power, because absolute power corrupts absolutely, as you can see manifesting in Nnamdi Kanu already. So who are the ESM? 90% of volunteers don't have house. No job again. Now you can say, go and live in the bush. All of you run inside the bush. But he's looking for fine girl for secretary. And to some of you, it's not a shawu. Yahoo. We must be very careful that we do not allow ourselves to be caught up in the web of Nnamdi Kanu. I want you to take record of what we must guide against. Some of you politicians, some of you pastors, I have not heard of Fumbaka again, spiritual father. Anybody that allowed himself to be caught up in the web of Nnamdi Kanu, only God will save you. Ebonyi State now, some of the Mugu in Ebonyi State are contributing 7,000. They are still going to Arochukwu to take oath for Nnamdi Kanu. My brother, you will die for nothing. You will die for nothing. Most of you have configured your life in such a way that you have lost your voice to speak for the truth. Look at you. You are defending something that cannot be defended. You are rejoicing over your stupidity and ignorance. I salute all of you who are going to die any moment from now. I salute you. Die quickly. Let me go and do fundraising. I salute all of you. Die quick. All the monkeys and baboon and pigeon in the cage over there in America, all of you begin to organize fundraising to bury the next line of idiot zombie that will die. I salute all of you. 14 days from now, I will enter Nigeria by myself and lead the war. Look at who won't lead the war. You have not finished robbing top jail. You are coming to lead war. You have not do manicure and pedicure on Nnamdi Kanu. Fashion parade. He's coming to lead war. And then most of you are caught up already in his, hey, our leader is coming, hey, on 14 days, he's coming, he's starting now. 13 days from now, Hamadike, Hamadioshi, he's coming to lead us into war. Nnamdi Kanu lead you into war. It's unfortunate. When he was evacuating his family, all of them run out. He abandoned our boys on ground. If I have delayed 30 minutes, what is 30 minutes? If I have delayed 15 minutes in Nnamdi Kanu's house, I would have been gone by now. That is why we keep those that are led by the Spirit of God. They are the sons of God. That is why by every determination, with every degree of certainty, we stand our ground and expose this demon. Because we are helping you. If we look at some of your character, nonchalant attitude, you will die for nothing. There is a brother from Cross River State. They call him Malaka. And then one other sister. I told them, let's live here. And they followed me. Just coming out in the market in Afari Beku there, we begin to hear gunshots. I mean, Nnamdi Kanu have run out. But he's telling her, I salute you who will die. I have told you, if you die for nothing, that is your business. Of course, 30th of May is around the corner. Let me tell you how it works. From the death of Ikunso down to the death of those who died in Nnamdi Kanu house, the generation of 1960, I tell you the truth. Almost all of them died for what they believe. And I think it's fair enough. They died for what they believe. But they never knew, most of them never knew that they were deceived. 30th of May has come. We have unanimously agreed we will be remembering them. Because believe me, many more will have to suffer. Many more will have to die. That is how it's supposed to be. But you shouldn't be the one projecting it as if to die is a chin-chin. And you are not doing the dying. Your family member are not doing the dying. Nigerian corrupt police, your sister is there. All of you have relatives in the DSS. And yet you are the one condemning the whole system that you are feeding from. You tell us not to near politicians, but you don't finish in their backyard. Do not be caught up in the web of Nnamdi Kanu, because you will die for nothing. 30th of May came. He is interested in showing you supremacy. And it was on Sunday. He knows that on Sunday, he cannot tell the people not to go to church. So he switched the date to 31st. And when we begin to tell you that it is 30th of May, he wants to show you his swagger. He now said, they now begin to threaten you. If I catch you on that 31st, you are coming out, I will kill you, I will teach you lesson, I will do. Is that how government controlled people? Yes, from on 29 to on 31st, if we catch you outside, we will kill you. You must, we will kill them and remember them again now. Every Biafran listening, 30th of May, remain sacrosanct. Remain the day we remember our fallen hero and heroine. Now the Kanu don't have that power to do that. He doesn't have that power. Everywhere he wants to show you is a supremacy in the era. That is what he is. You can't be caught up in his web, because you will die for nothing. Have you seen him come up one day and lament over what they are doing to our people? He feed his ego on your misery. Yes, Nigerian cannot be killing us. Where they are killing us, we cannot take it. But you are killing us also. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. This nation cannot be restored by falsehood and propaganda. Because we are taking record, we are observing. We cannot allow ourselves to be caught in the web of the politicians. Biafrans must not do that. Those of you freedom fighters working for Ibubago, you can't be caught up in their web. When necessary, look for opportunity, avenue to discuss with them. Sometimes they are wrong, and most of them are approachable. But don't become blind for all of them, because most of them don't know what they are doing. That is why Jesus said, Father, forgive them, because they know not what they are doing. Most of them don't know. And they are approachable. So when you walk close to them, tell them all the politicians in Biafra land have a vital role to play in our life. If they betray us, a day will come. A day of reckoning will come. Okohoba wihe no kuni yebu okohoba. Okohoba wihe ogwa nwata nwata gon ntin yebu nwata. Ya gotano. And so don't allow yourself to be caught in the web of politicians. Their den is painted with milk and honey. If you go there, you may not come back. That is what is hooking in the Kanu now. Down near the politician, they are janjaweed, then he go behind and collect money from them. And you are joining him to tell, hey, politicians are evil. Go and find out how much they took from PDP to vote, to seal you, document you, and bind you. Mugu. Mugu. Our people must be very careful not to allow themselves to be caught up in the web of propaganda. That is the worst. That is the worst. You see somebody say, hey, Nnamdi Kanu is going to have a peace talk with Netanyahu on how to restore Biafra tomorrow. Then the next one we say, do you know that the Russian president given Nnamdi Kanu jet? Don't be caught up there. If it is not achievable, it's not achievable. If it is not true, it's not true. Some of you don't even know the geographical topography of the zoo called Nigeria. You don't. Some of you think Nigeria is Oshishoma. Some think Nigeria is Opiweka. Others think Nigeria is Yorogodo. Abule Egba Owori U-turn. Malente challenge. Gwangwalada. That is what you think Nigeria is. To that time, you are jumping up and Abuja don't even know. Most people in Abuja don't even know this unknown government. We are the one here feeling their impact. Of course, if there is any impact. So if you are born here that they don't know, I tell you the truth. Most people in the West and in the North don't even know anything about this Biafra war. That is why most of them are not saying anything. They don't. They had a normal life for 3 years on. Today, you are the one coming to score own goal. Yeah, we will kill you, we will mechanize you, we will rubbish you, we will do this. If Nnamdi Kanu does not retrace his step, very soon, it is his community boys that will catch him and beat him up. Proper beating up. At this moment, you live in the past glory. Everybody will see you for who you truly are. And so our people must understand that a lot of things are going on. And we cannot afford to allow ourselves to be caught up in the web of all this shenanigans. You cannot do that. We are not here to pamper you. We are not here to make you feel cozy, to make you feel good. We are here to tell you the truth and the need why we must continue to fight to ensure that Biafra nation is restored in its totality. And for it to return in its totality, a lot of principles need to be put in place. A lot of strategy need to be put in place. And that is what we are trying to do systematically. So wherever you are as a Biafran, we encourage you. Look for pro-Biafran group that has agenda that suits your belief. I'm not telling you that they are right or they are wrong. You buy some of the idea in what they are doing. You look for it and join. Because the task to restore Biafra eventually, it's a task that all of us must come together to do. At this moment, our lines are open. And you are free to call in and make your contribution. My message tonight is simple. Do not allow yourself to be caught up in any web. Don't. We need you. Men and women. Like-minded individuals who understand the need why we must fight till we get our freedom. Join them. Our WhatsApp, studio WhatsApp line remains 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. And then our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. That is our direct line. And of course, you have access to my private WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, or other media platform. Be free to call in as our line are open. I'll be back in a minute.
Boy, come do, I am a walking fun. Boy, come do, upone any fee. Boy, come do.
Yes, of course, at this moment I will be winding down. The message is delivered this evening, and tomorrow we'll continue from where we stop. Our people must be guided. Do not allow yourself to be caught in this web. All this web, all this trap they set for you that I have revealed to you tonight, don't allow yourself to be caught. You will be shocked how all these things is going to end. But everything we are doing is geared towards one end and one end alone. Nobody can rubbish the integrity of the Biafra nation. Nobody will be allowed to drag the integrity of the Biafra nation into the mud. Nobody will be allowed. We will not allow you. Our image remain untainted. Our image remain perfect. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to all goodwill and the good conscience Biafrans, depending on your time zone. I thank you very much, Biafra, for you have really said it all this evening. My wordings this evening is just to encourage you. Don't just get tired. Don't feel that people are not hearing you. Your message have
But
got
get tired when I have not started. We are warming up.
Oh.
We are warming up. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I don't say what I don't know. Platform is platform of truth and holiness, and truth is life, and it's a platform of truth and life. There's nothing hidden under the sun. All you are preaching, all you are talking, they are behaving as if they are not hearing. Everybody is hearing it, and everybody is hearing the other side as well. But I tell you the truth. Many people have woken up. Many people have repented, but they are still afraid of their useless oath. They didn't want to speak up. But I tell you the gospel truth. When jungle matures, then there is this adage that in my place, when you go to forest, aga making warrior. There are some pythons that claim they own the bush, but when the real python comes out, you will see the difference between who and for. So I am just encouraging you and then appreciating all your good works. Continue doing it. No matter, it's only tree that you will say you want to kill, and the tree will still stand there waiting for you to come and kill it or cut it down. A situation whereby somebody will come on the air and announce that in 2 weeks to come, blood will flow, head will roll, and people are clapping hands. You never know whom that head will be or whom the blood will flow. And that person telling you such kind of a thing, none of the family is in Biafra land. The family and the relations are up there enjoying themselves. I don't know. Anyway, I will not blame them too much because many of them have been blindfolded. The oath given to them have taken part of their medulla oblongata to the essence that they cannot even reason for their own life again. I could imagine what I even encountered today on social media, because I saw where they brought out something that they are praying that the thing that happened in Israel, they quoted a section in the Bible, will happen here in Biafra land, and God will do this, God will do that. I had to screenshot something and showcase to them, because it's the member that said that thing. When somebody was wrote something that God is going to help them, that they have taken a note to make sure that 2 weeks coming they are going to kill people, the blood will flow. And I asked the person, why should you call God in this kind of a thing? Remove God there, because God is now the author of confusion. God will not be with you to go and waste people's lives. That one now challenged me and told me that in freedom fighting, there is nothing like God. I should remove God from it. That in freedom fighting is only bullet and gun that we do the work. That is the reality. And I had to screenshot it and showcase them. Why are you doing it and praying, hoping for 2 weeks to go and waste blood? Look at what your member said. There's no need of consulting God. God will not answer you people because in your own freedom fighting, there's nothing like God. Otherwise, why should you abandon the God that sent you and start giving people oath? Is oath taking the will of God? That's what I asked them. Is oath taking the will of God? Did God tell you in the scripture that you should take oath in any form? So me, I don't understand again, because we have been blindfolded before and sent to such kind of rubbish. But thank God for God that gave many of us the courage to deviate from the evil. Because in my own Bible, I was told that I should not take oath or do any other thing. Let my yes be my yes and my no be my no. But now Elohim sends somebody to come to us and deliver us. Then you are pushing us into satanic acts, all manner of evil. So you are pushing the people into it, and now you have created and deceived our youth and confused them to depend on the power of evil than the power of God. I don't understand, but God understands. So what I'm trying to say in effect is that no matter what happens, no matter how the rain will fall, sun must still rise from the east and be on the sky. So there's nothing that will make us to go back. We go nowhere. We stand gidigba. When Biafra will be restored, either today, tomorrow, or next tomorrow to come. There's no false accusation. There is no comment. There is no backing that will make anybody to stay back. Because whenever your hands are clean, every other evil anybody is planning towards you must definitely go back to that person. And it's not every blood that somebody will steal and go free. That's what some people, killers, have not known. There's somebody you will spit their blood and your entire generation will be wiped out. And it's not human being that will do it. But the spirit in that person will do it, because people are not of the same caliber, but they don't know. So, my dear, just keep on keeping on. You are doing it. And I will not just drop without remembering to greet our men of substance up there, starting from our director to our board of trustees to the Biafra, the federal customary government implementation, and all the good men and women that have risen up to make sure that this platform will stand. I also thank the watchmen. They are there watching, observing the things going on. Let them not make a mistake about it, thinking that nobody's observing or nobody's watching. Men that matters are watching. That is not coming out on the social media to back like mad dog that will settle the issue. I just say, keep on keeping on, my dear. God is going to see us through, because in our own struggle we put in God. We don't put Satan. Satan has nothing to do in our own struggle rather than God. And he will continue to protect and preserve all of us. Keep on keeping on. We go nowhere. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining me this evening. The truth cannot be overemphasized. We keep enlightening our people because most of them don't know what is going on. Our duty is to make them understand that a lot of things are wrong, and that does not represent us. Nobody is allowed to dent the image of Biafra. Nobody. It's simple. Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, dear Onyibe.
Yes,
great evening from here.
Go ahead. Good evening,
great evening indeed. Say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending your time zone. We will not relent. We will not retreat. We go nowhere. We continue to enlighten our people, to make them to use their brain in everything that they are doing. But first of all, before I continue, I would love to introduce myself. I still remain Chidera Dogale from Akani to Makani to Missing Ben in Umuahia province. I'm your humble servant, reside in South Africa, to make sure that we propagate the gospel of redemption, the gospel of truth. What I would love to tell you, what I would love to inform our people It's time for us to use our brain, not to use our head, because we need to use our number 6 to make sure that we use it wisely, to make sure that we did not be able to destroy our land, because our land is very important to us. We don't need to follow anybody or anyone that try to bring mayhem to our land. What we need is to use our brain to move forward what we're supposed to move forward. That is only thing that we need to do this time around. Everybody is watching. I know that the gospel of Biafran human rights is penetrating to anyone, everyone, because our people are listening, our people are watching. It doesn't matter whatever who is ranting on air, it doesn't matter what they're saying. But what we know for sure that we cannot be able to damage our land. We cannot be able to allow evil to rule in our land. I love what is going on in everywhere. People are beginning to coming out to speak. That's what I love for my people, Igbo people. That's what I love for Biafran people. They don't keep quiet so long. They will come out and continue to lament when evil is rolling. When evil is coming, they don't give up. They always stand up against evil. They always speak. If you think that you will be emperor in our land, it cannot be able to happen in Biafra land. It cannot be able to happen in our own land. That is one thing for sure. You might try to make it, you might try to push it, but it will not work. No, it doesn't matter whoever you are. It doesn't matter who is behind the atrocity. It doesn't matter the person that are standing for the evil to come to suppress the truth. But truth always prevails. That's one thing for sure in our land. Our people always watch. Our people always stand to make sure that they see where you are going. But I thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama, the creator of the land and the universe. He has already opened the eyes of our people. They have been seeing the atrocity. One man wanted to curse our people. The one that's busy making or ranting, I don't even want to call his name tonight, because one the things I wanted to say is to let our people know that freedom is assured. Radio Biafra Human Rights is here to expose every secret, every hiding thing, anywhere they like to go. We are here to expose all of them. That is what I love from the right of our leader, Uchemefo. He said that if you are whiter than whiter, come and declare, come and make it open that you are whiter than whiter. That's one thing for sure. Because people are reading, people are watching, people are busy seeing everything. It doesn't matter whatever you say, but the truth always prevails. But we must continue doing what we are doing. Radio Biafra Human Rights is here, and the Biafran Watchman is here to debunk every lie that you bring. That is what things for sure. And also the federal government are doing whatever they are doing. It doesn't mean that you are going to rant on the radio to make noise. But the most important thing is to work hard. And people that are doing to bring down the constitution are doing their own perfect work to make sure that every indigenous people understand the mayhem we are in Nigeria. Because Nigeria has put us in a place that we're not supposed to be. And we all want freedom. We all want freedom. We don't use insulted words to our elder. We don't use insulting words to the governors. What we are doing is to make them to understand. Them also, the governors need freedom. The legislators, the senators need freedom. All of us need freedom. Even if you like, even if you don't like it, even if you are working for the Nigeria, one thing for sure, you need freedom. Freedom is paramount. Freedom is something that everyone needs. We don't need death in Igbo land. We don't need this mayhem, gunmen, whatever they call it in Igbo land. We want people to use their wisdom. If we don't want you to die early death, we want you to see. We want you to stand so that you can be able to train your own children. That is what we want you. That is where we want you to be. We want you to in a place you can be able to have a freedom of expression. We want you to be in a place that you can be able to speak. We want you to be able, you can, in a place that you can be able to challenge anyone and tell him what you are doing. Whether you are a governor, whether you are a senator, whether you are anyone you want to be, you can tell him now you are wrong. The same way it happened in a Western world. That is what we want. Not where you will see emperor. Whenever you challenge him, they will say that they will kill you. Whenever you try to talk, they will tell you that you are a saboteur. It doesn't work in the European world. Everybody have a right of expression. Everybody have a freedom of his own speech. You can talk, you can, but don't use your hand to point, to beat somebody. That is how it works. But challenge, talk, make sense to order. That is what we want in our land. That is what we want in our land because we need freedom. Freedom is the only thing that we need. Everybody needs freedom. We don't want emperor in our land. We don't need unknown government. We don't need a fake Eastern security network. We need everybody have a right to defend their land. Not when you talk about another person to defend their land, you tell him that it doesn't work. Anybody that try to do it, you will kill him. No. That is not how things run. You have a right to defend your land. You have a right to make people to understand that you need freedom. You have a right to make people to understand that you can do everything on your own. That is all we want. Dear Onyibe, I still remain your humble servant, Chidera Odogele.
My brother, my humble brother, no servant.
I salute you. I remove car for you. Keep doing what you are doing.
Of course.
Let the de facto government keep doing what they are doing. Saleh Dokubo, I say happy Salah because we need a freedom of expression. When you talk about freedom of expression, everything work in that area. Even in America have Muslim. Nobody can tell me that America don't have Muslim. They have Muslim. They have Christian. They have Judaism. They have even Ogomo. They have it in their own land. Keep doing what you are doing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes. We must continue. Caller on the WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Thank you for holding on. Go ahead, please.
Okay, this is Maze Awa Jeremiah. I'm calling from Abia State.
Go ahead, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
The world is listening and I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead, please.
Maze, I have some quick questions to ask you this night. I want to ask you, number one question is that are you people fighting for Biafra or are you people fighting for Nnamdi Kanu?
What do you think?
No, I asked you a question. You're supposed to answer me.
Your question is a very stupid one. You behave like a criminal like Nnamdi Kanu. So your question is a very stupid one. I want to ask you, are you fighting for Biafra or you are fighting for Nnamdi Kanu? Both of them. Nnamdi Kanu is the hindrance to Biafra restoration. When Nnamdi Kanu was fighting Owazirike, was he fighting for Biafra? When Nnamdi Kanu was castigating Asare Dokubo, was he fighting for Biafra? When Nnamdi Kanu was insulting Nyangudu, was he fighting for Biafra? No wonder Nnamdi Kanu call all of you baboons and monkeys, zombie like you. Look at the useless question he's coming to ask me. This is radio station for human being, Biafra human rights. If you are not a human animal, you go and meet the cages and the rabbit and the chicken in the kitchen. Is that not what he calls all of you? Zombie. You should go and line up somewhere and die so now the Kano can do fundraising for your burial. Mad people. It's unfortunate. Time to come here and ask me stupid question is gone. Because I think now the Kano think he will use those strategies to be distracting our people. Monkeys and baboons. My brother on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Good evening from here.
Once again, I say thank you so much for the good job you're doing. And God bless you. I hope that my fellow Omahan that called, speaking like Okwa, maybe it's one of those who has been commissioned to die very soon.
Now the Kano will soon do fundraising. Many people will die. Then he do fundraising.
I think most of them they still think it's a jamboree. The question they should go and ask Nnamdi Kanu, they will not ask him. Let me just say from 2021, January this year, let them go and ask him all his broadcasts, all his action, all his intent. Which one is tailored towards Biafra restoration? Does he even talk about Biafra restoration? Has he even tried to tell them what it takes to demand for Biafra restoration? His broadcast, these people, now I'm beginning to appreciate that Ndi Igbo will have the best of stupid people. Because these guys are beginning to showcase that, there's so much first class, stupid set of them, both in real life and online. To be honest, all his broadcasts yesterday, I didn't listen because I wouldn't waste my time listening to him. But at least I will do, come across people posting it, sharing it, which is tailored towards the Biafran restoration. How many of them has put down their feet in their quiet time to think since 2013 to 2021? What have they achieved under Nnamdi Kanu towards Biafra restoration? The answer is capital nothing. Nnamdi Kanu is so tactless and empty, but people don't understand it. Every of his actions is just an empty noise. He comes to shout on radio. Now he claims he's a leader. Only him is coming to shout on radio how to protect his so-called members in Nigeria. If you know, what is the essence of coming over the radio to announce? And don't use your SIM card. People from abroad will call you. They'll give you a code. Come on. That is a tactless human being. There are movements on ground in Nigeria. In fact, I'm not trying to compare wrong for evil. The Fulani bandits, they are more organized than Nnamdi Kanu. These people are more organized. They are more they are more tactful. They've got more tactics and strategy than this empty noisemaker hiding wherever he knows. You don't see them coming shouting on radio, blah, 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 blah. No. At the end of the day, he cannot be ahead of the Nigerian security. He needs to know this. WhatsApp is an end-to-end encryption. That doesn't mean they can, go under the radar for life. No. You are dealing with a government. Doesn't they can understand it? They have the resources. They have the technology. They can pay the best. If they really want to track down each and every one of them, it will only cost them resources and time. Doesn't they can have money to even buy softwares to encrypt? I don't want to say something. He's just an empty noisemaker. And it hurts me so much because he's dealing with so much bunch of idiots. People now look at what he's doing. All he should be talking about is to quietly close his mouth and begin to encrypt all the SIM cards of all of his members. Begin to give them softwares and VPN they should be using. That their location will be difficult. At least even if they're going to catch one of them, the Nigerian DSS or police will sweat before they catch them. He should be talking about how does he go about getting software.
But if you are even going to that side, are you not aware that 90% of the principal officers that have been arrested by Nigeria are given out by Nnamdi Kanu?
Absolutely.
Go and check all of us they have arrested in time past. You see, Nnamdi Kanu becomes one of the only man that knows what happened. When he was in prison, Justice Ude was arrested. Nnamdi Kanu was the one that sent him message. Nobody knew the place he were. How did they find out? I went to have meeting with some progressive union in Enugu. On my way back, DSS followed me to my house. That was how they arrested me. Nobody knew, only Nnamdi Kanu. He's the one you are telling is going to inscribe SIM card. When he's the one that is doing us point and kill, we will reveal all those things. It's a gradual process. That is why when some people come, say Nnamdi Kanu, your problem. Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. That is the one we are fighting so we can see fresh air and talk about Biafra.
Yeah, but you know, those of them who come to say Nnamdi Kanu is the problem because they cannot think. Most of them, they are, sorry to say this, they are so intellectually disabled, their brain is damaged. Who else will, you know, all the things he said yesterday, he's giving them away. He's running his mouth. Nnamdi Kanu do not even have money to acquire the right software that can even stretch the Nigerian Security Agency to the limits before they can even be able to arrest one of his principal officers. It's not about telling them don't use your Nigerian number. No. People are doing things. People are using, there are people in, you don't need to use a foreign number. You can still use that same Nigerian network. It's all about encrypt your SIM card, you know, change on the go. Your VPN is always changing every 3 hours. It will be difficult. You can even be in Aba. Your VPN will show them you're in Cotonou. It will be difficult for them to track you. You know, there are softwares that will make it. You can be evading all the, you know, all the, what do you call it, mask. You can even be, let's say, in Okigwe, the mask will not pick you. It will be showing your location, Japan. How can they track you? This guy is just empty. I've said it. Nnamdi Kanu is so empty, he knows nothing. He's just a noisemaker, shouting on radio. Who commissions people to die? When he comes and brag, you know, I'm the leader of IPOB, I determine who's that. He's only capitalizing on these vulnerable guys. And instead of this, my brother, to go and borrow sense, he's calling with his awkward voice. Are you fighting? No, you soon, you know, you become the next victim, and life goes on. You've always said these things. It's crystal clear. It is simple. How many of them? Why don't they go and ask Nnamdi Kanu? What have you achieved for the last years? Rather, when they kill his members, I wouldn't call them our people anymore. When they killed his members last week, all they did was to start floating old video, propaganda video, that Nnamdi Kanu is in Japan. These people are just evil. You know, people need to appreciate you are a first hand. Nobody knows the inner workings than you, and few people that are coming out to, you know, add their voice. You've gone through the trenches, and when you say these things, you're saying it based on first-hand information and knowledge. You know, but when all these victims come, look at them now. Look at this lady in Abuja. Her photo is everywhere. The one from Mihitu Bomb or whatever that they say is buying arms for them. Nnamdi Kanu cannot even secure the small database of IPOB. Today, you don't need to have so much money to have information in the cloud. It's all about buying few megabytes. What does this? Nnamdi Kanu is empty. Those following him are just putting their lives in harm's way. They will be cut down before they know it. At least, since, I mean, what does this stop? Who sees this on paper data? Look at the data, it's all over the place. To tell you how empty these guys are. When they arrest them, they extract the whole information from their phone. Okay, how did the video or where they're smoking cannabis came out? It is from Biggie's phone. You know, these guys are empty. Let our people wake up. Our only concern is the larger population. If it is these idiots, these cowards who have decided to use their life as, to sacrifice one Americano. To hell with them. I do not care about them. My own concern, why I am worried as a person, is for those innocent people that will suffer the consequences of these idiotic actions of this, irrelevant few. If not for it, do they think people really bother? If they are brave enough, let them ride the Nigerian military. Let them take a time and a venue to go and challenge them. Open battle. Our only worry is just the victims, the innocent people. Because most of these guys, they are irredeemable. They don't want, it's not because of the oath. Most of them, I don't know how to say it anymore. Nnamdi Kanu is not Biafra. That is the last time I checked, it's not Biafra. Biafra belongs to every Biafran. But thank you so much and God bless you.
Thank you, my brother, for joining me this evening. We continue to expose the lies. We continue to direct our people until we get home. Thank you once again. And of course, Biafrans must understand, it is not about any individual. It is about all of us. It's about all of us. Do not make any mistake about that. Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
I am here.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, brother Onyibe. Thank God for your work. I really giving time to every good listener of Biafrans, those who want to good from Biafra. I thank my mentor, my able leader, Chief Mujahid Asari Dokubo, for his speech 2 days ago. I really thank him for the encourage he give Biafrans, and also say we South and the Southeast to come together so that we can achieve Biafra, because Biafra is the only way to stop Fulani enhancement and to stop every bandit in eastern Nigeria. And that is the main reason, nothing more. Nothing more. Anybody who said that he will fight a bandit, it will not work. It is only Biafra that will stop the bandit. So, my voice, is it clear? Hello? Hello? Okay. So, I am letting our people know. People, some youth, they don't know. When you are telling people something, you are inside it. People don't know. Every member of IPOB who were arrested, let that person go and check how they arrest him. It must be Nnamdi Kanu who sent him 1 or 2 messages before he will be arrested. This man, Ikonso, Nnamdi Kanu come on shouting, they kill Ikonso, they kill Ikonso. If not to the order of, I'm just saying this word, if not to the order of Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria wouldn't have killed Ikonso, because it was planned to kill. Because what Ikonso do? They hold the guy red-handed. So why they killed him? It's because of, if they allow him, he will have something to share. He will have something to tell our people. And then don't want him to say that thing, they killed him. Look at his second in command, Mputu. Who go and they catch him after they targeting him to his house and he escaped. Today he was captured by in Abia State. Who captured him? How did he be located in Abia State? Our people don't use their common sense. They don't use their common sense. Look at this lady, IPOB welfare nonsense for Rivers State. A young girl, look at how they wasted that girl. Waiting that girl go fit do Nigerian soldier where they waste am like that. So if people supposed to use their common sense, hey, your non-government, Nnamdi Kanu don command your non-government, 20 people repented. Go and check how many those repented are non-government. Go and check who them be. And then don't ask question, why is it Nnamdi Kanu never command the non-government to go to the station where his sister, they work for? The police station where his sister they work for, they know they go that side. Everywhere, if something happen, Nnamdi Kanu will claim it. And we will not, Nnamdi Kanu don't want to bring security to our land, because if he needs security and if he want our land to be secured, Nnamdi Kanu would have stopped claiming evil something. Look at what happened to Akwa Ibom. Nnamdi Kanu come on, hey, Akwa, non-government, they go to Akwa Ibom police station, they kill. After the governor investigates, they catch many Hausa Fulanis that he do that thing. Now Nnamdi Kanu don't have anything to claim again if you're non-government. So some things, look at last time they went to Rivers State where Chief Asari sent his boys to go and tackle them to that police station. They were Hausa people. So we don't know if Nnamdi Kanu is working with the Hausa people to create a non-government from us, between us, and they still telling us that your non-government is protecting us. How can non-government is protecting us and why the non-government is killing us? People should use their sense. We Eastern people should be wise up. Or non-government don't have anything to do with Biafra. They are not fighting for Biafra. Or non-government, they are not fighting for Igbos. Or non-government, they are not fighting for Yorubas. Or non-government, they have no mission. If a non-government have a mission, let them have office so that people will go and lay complaint to their problems. But this one, a non-government don't have anything. They don't have any office. They are only on non-government. They don't know them. But anyway, if something happen, Nnamdi Kanu will go and pray for them. Thank God for successful of a non-government. Is somebody who call himself leader. He say he is a leader. He is leading people, and he was praying for non-government. So how can he be? How can he come back and lead his people? Then don't ask him such question. Then some stupid people will come to ask you, are you fighting in Nnamdi Kanu? You know, like what your non-government they do. A non-government. Anybody where they ask that question, why are you fighting in Nnamdi Kanu? He asks and say, why didn't Nnamdi Kanu create a non-government? And why is Nnamdi Kanu praying for non-government? Then if he say a non-government is good, then let him pray, let a non-government visit him. Or visit any of his brother and sister for him to know that what the Kalos do is not good. In Igbo dialect, we are praying that everybody will go better in case he be better. Some people they say in Kokwaya, but to me, I say in Kokwaya, Osisio Berenia Bojie. Any tree that he tried to go and say, let that tree cut for him to be flying up and down and see how flying without staying in a place will be. So Nnamdi Kanu think that he will create a non-government to hijack every power in Igbo land. Then he will now come to become God, as he promised that he must be a God, deciding who will live and who will die. Then if he finish, then he will come. Now become God. Anybody alike, Now, Nnamdi Kanu have to take the life of the Queen's. Nnamdi Kanu have take Mobutu life to the danger now where Mobutu dead. Nnamdi Kanu have take the life of that a young girl in Rivers State. This is how Nnamdi Kanu is taking people's life, and the people don't know, and the people don't ask questions, and then don't want to know because he tell them why they are fools. He tell his members why they are fools is because they don't ask questions. The question that they will not call on Nnamdi Kanu to ask him, they will call the African Human Rights Radio to ask that question. I like the way you answer that fool. I like the way you answer him. You let him know that he is a fool. Because if he is not a fool, he would have asked Nnamdi Kanu, what did the unknown gunmen go to Wazirike house for? Unknown gunmen will go Wazirike house. What are they going there for? If he is fighting for Biafra. Unknown gunmen where they terrorize people in the go bank. Why are they going there for? They call on Nnamdi Kanu, tell and say, Nnamdi Kanu, unknown gunmen, you go bank, then go rob, go agree call on Nnamdi Kanu, say such rubbish. But he will call here, they ask you, are you fighting for non-government? No, they're fighting for a mother and their father. I really thank you. May God bless you. Why I am not active before is because of things. But now, I will become active.
Yes,
I will be listening to your broadcast and be making my contribution now every day. Even my brother Chris Council Ogenero, it don't reach like moon now. I never listen to his broadcast or because of one or two things. But now I have settled all those things, so I will join back. I will be very current now to be to contributing and also listening what is going on, because what we are talking is Biafra. That Biafra we don't rest, and we can never be rest until the Biafra be achieved. So anybody who is telling me to rest, the person don't know what he's talking, because Biafra is my last hope, and the Biafra is the future of my unborn children and the born one. Those I don't born now, Biafra is their hope. And those I will still born, Biafra is their hope. Even their own children, Biafra is their hope. Thank you, Brother George. Onyibe. Brother Joapa.
All of the above. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you.
Yes, and of course, those who are from the light always run to the light. Those who know the truth easily embrace it. But those who think that because they wish something is going to be like that, I tell you, your falling, your failure, the magnitude will even destroy everything you have labored for. We must not allow ourselves to be deceived. Do not allow yourself to be caught in the web. Any of those web I have mentioned, don't let yourself to be caught up with them. And of course, at this moment, I am joined by my daddy in the Lord, not like Mbaka own for record purposes. Are you there, sir?
I'm here, my reverend.
Yes, your own is not like Mbaka own. Good evening, sir, from here.
Thank you, my brother. Good afternoon from here, and good afternoon to all Biafrans who are listening. And I've seen some occasions where they say, oh, 75 viewers, this and that. And I laugh and I say, they are all in the radio app listening. Because guess what, my brother? This truth must continue. It doesn't matter what happens. My sister who called earlier, I believe it was Ada Biafra who called earlier, said that no amount of foolishness or intimidation here will stop this gospel. And I'm glad that people are waking up to this good news. I want to thank you for what you're doing. And I'm not going to tell you not to be discouraged because I know you are equal to the task. I know that this work continues, even if it's just half of us here. The Satan has been building its kingdom for a very long time, and that kingdom must come down. It doesn't matter what it takes. Okay, it's been a while that this ludicrousness has been going on, and everybody is thinking that this evil man wants good of them. But you see where we are today. It's coming clearer every day that he does not mean well for none of you. But before I move on for record purposes, I must introduce myself as appropriate. This is your brother, Ovidio Bieno. Ovidio Bieno is from Oba. Oba is in Onitsha province. And I'm calling this evening to lend my voice to this broadcast. I want to appreciate all the people who have called in here. My brother Chimezie, my Thundermost Odugene, Emeka, who called from Ghana, he's been an ardent listener and follower of Biafra Nation Alliances. My sister, the other Biafra, when you listen to that lady, you can feel what it means to be a mother. She is, I honestly, really, I can feel her pain anytime she gets on this radio. But it's okay, my sister, if you are listening. Whatever is done in the hidden must come to light. And we know that in the canals, the epilema of our times, era is coming to an end. He has nothing to offer, nothing whatsoever to offer, but to kill our people and to set our people up for what we so much love. As you all know, any man can be a fool. People can get you for whatever you love so much. And this is why the scripture talks about do not love any other thing more than your God. Because I believe we all did. We love Biafra even more than our God. That's why we are so enmeshed in this Biafra in such a way that we even forgot the instructions that was given by God not to even take an oath. And we all of a sudden, we messed up and took oaths because as a Christian, he said, let your yes be yes and let your no be no. But because we wanted to satisfy human beings, we went out the ways and adopted an evil way of doing things. Even in that, most of us know that the oath it's absolutely no. It's a no. And my reverend, you are guilty of it. We will continue to ask God to forgive us of all our trespasses.
Of course, He has forgiven us
Every
already.
day, He has forgiven us because we made a mistake, and He has forgiven. Okay, can you imagine? What we did just because of the love for Biafra, and found out we have a Leviathan, a beast that is blaspheming against God, using the name of God in vain. And then when we are talking, people are saying, you want to ask questions. What do you want to do for Biafra? Let me tell you, if Biafra does not come for now, that's fine. But I can guarantee you the freedom must come to the people. Biafra shall come, but not with this idiocy, not with what we are looking at. Thank God He made that revelation ahead of time. And let me say why I called this evening particularly. I'm asking all these people that are coming to this program and distracting you. Apparently, I've said it before, and that I can tell you now that it's true that the Fulanis are enjoying what is happening right now. So some of them have taken few Igbo names to make up names to come to this platform and be writing garbage in the name of distracting the program. But I do know that their distraction is not going to happen. It's not going to work for them because people are listening. Okay, people are listening. There are this video that I watched yesterday, and I said, "Wow!" And this is somebody that was from Nnewi, a brother that was a coordinator in Japan a long time ago. When he was telling his story, it was very clear because I was aware of that story, even though I didn't know the details of how they're conducting themselves in Japan and everything. But I thank that brother for stepping up the courage to coming out because there's still a lot of Newi people who are stuck into this nonsense and they cannot even see the light. Some of them, I know they are scared because they thought that because they took an oath, they don't have to breach the oath. But I can tell you guys, the oath you took was in vain. It wasn't an oath. It wasn't an oath. Nnamdi Kanu did not take any oath. He just brought in that thing as a way of tying everybody down. Okay, because it's not consistent. Some of them took in the name of Chukwukabiyama. Some of them took in the name of Ebony Babi, just like my reverend was was mandated to drink one concoction and everything. God cleaned you up.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
Oh
And
my
with
God.
all these things to defend our people.
Just for Biafra.
Yes.
So, for some of you that are so scared, you swore in the name of Chukwukabiyama. Your freedom comes from the fact that this clown does not respect any Biafra. So he brought an oath and gave to you. He does not listen to nobody. He does not respect the oath because the oath says it goes two ways, that we are going to uh, follow instructions under him, and then he has to listen to us as well. We don't hear him listening to us now. Now he has even taken his oath to Yoruba land. He was confessing. I mean, whether confessing or just blabbing, because you know how he blabs, that he took a blood oath with the Yorubas. And I have not heard any Yoruba man say they took an oath with Nnamdi Kanu. And that brings me to telling the Udua nation what you guys are doing right now is going in the right direction. This guy, if you permit him, if you keep calling and supporting him, he's gonna come in this what you guys have organized now and mess it up. It's very clear. So the earlier you disassociate from him, you need to make a kind of a kind of what is it called? You have to write a disclaimer that you do not have anything to do with Nnamdi Kanu because he's not trying to infuse himself into what you guys are doing, just like he infused himself into the NSAS process and messed up everybody, led a lot of people to death, especially in Port Harcourt, where excusing Wike for whatever he did, but it killed in that era. And up to tomorrow, they are still killing them. Now, Yoruba, these guys saying that he took a blood oath with guys. I don't know if he's running this very organized program. I don't know. But We are calling him out. Because he has threatened hell to Nigeria, and we are what see that hell. He has led the 40 days fasting, and nothing came out of it, but the thousands killed in all. Now another 14 days fasting has another 3 days fasting was completed for his war. You know, we're gonna see if nobody sees period or be able to gather some of the money that is has begged for money to bury his general, whom he gave the name of Douglas Street and Douglas House. And now he comes to the United States to start begging for money to bury him. I thought the burial would be bigger than that of Oba of Benin, you know. And I don't know. I don't. People are just still giving Eke Afaruku money. Complete Onyala. Madman. Back home. I for the threat of shoot aside, but they cannot. They are still giving them the kind of money to be moving around with its unknown government. They have not been able to do nothing. But certain properties, whatever, even individual properties. The one they did in Umuahet, the man's car was burnt. The man's car that the police impounded, that man is crying and rolling on the ground for losing his vehicle. And this is just out of idiocy. Out of idiocy in the name of freedom. For all of you that are still playing into his gallery, calm down. If you don't see him in Biafra, because he was boasting yesterday that he's going to lead this war, we are on this platform. At the end of the 13 days, if you don't see him, they kind of leading the war in Biafra land. Enough nonsense. My Reverend, sometimes when I talk on these issues, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. Then blame goes to the people that say they are our leaders. Be you of a cultural, style leadership, or the government style leadership, or whatever in that land, the blame also goes to you guys. Because in the first place, you created this dilemma. So nobody seems to understand it. Everybody thinks that this criminal did the right thing. Nobody is looking at what he's doing. Look. So the blame, major blame, goes to all of you. The solution is not killing. all these ignorant, uneducated individuals. It's not the solution. Take a lesson from your counterpart in the north. When you arrest these people, take them where you need to correct them. There's no excuse for none of you to be unleashing this mayhem because of what an idiot is saying in the United States, wherever he's hiding from. There's no reason for you guys to be killing your own kids and kin for an idiot. Because if anything, you guys should be doing. That person will take the money because of what you guys already did. You failed to provide jobs for your citizens. You failed in every form to provide leadership for your people. So do not be responding in barbaric ways. Think about what you have done wrong that brought about the agitation in the first place. I think that's what you need to do in order for you to be able to put out a good program to stop all this nonsense. My Reverend, I want to thank you very much for what you're doing. I want to bless the name of God for you and your family. For all Biafrans, I'll continue to let you guys know that we have 3 standards for us to get to where we're going. We must be consistent in what we're doing. We must tell ourselves the truth. And then we must humble ourselves. That's the only 3 standards. Once we meet these criteria, there's no way. So do not be deceived. I want to thank you again, my brother. All hail Biafra. God bless the people of Biafra. And God bless Biafra Nation Alliances. Thank you.
Here. And of course, we continue to make our people to understand. We cannot allow anybody to dent the image of the Biafra nation. The next generation must have reason to live for. And so if anybody thinks somewhere along the line, we're going to allow you rubbish that name, no. Call out on the line your name and where you calling from. Call out on the line.
Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Good evening, Biafra. This is Madam Biafra. I just want to thank you this evening for good luck doing. Now, there are all these people that is still blind in the current. I don't know what I will. This man, this albino, called the man, I don't know what. Maybe one day I was sleeping, maybe sometimes if he was goes out on the street, you will see people moving around from one street to I can be able to watch and sacrifice. And these are among the people that sacrifice. But we don't know anything. If the fellow was treating us, the women, And he told us to go to do that protest. We went there. We know that he is alive. And those who don't know, me, I know, I hear his voice. He called us. He said, let's go shake across Nigeria. We went there. That's what I said. I don't want to feel bad this year, but I just want to tell all the women, all the Biafra women, to rise up, let them not go inside, because many shame now will not allow them to come out. Some have entered inside, let that Biafra go. But I want them to say that. Let them come. And even if you don't want to join any group, come out for Biafra. Do not hide. We do not hide. If we hide, you won't be listening to this. You won't be hearing all this thing. We won't be hearing all this thing. If we all of us hide, if we are spoiled up, what we are going to do, we are opening our eyes. And we are here. We are here to let you know the truth. Come out. All the women of Biafra, we know how we do it. All of us know how we do it. We know how we organize ourselves and do things the way it is. And the way because God so much loves us, the women. He always reveals to us what the world should be. Let everyone, let people go back, because this is pretty much disappointed us. Let us come out and join the Biafra Nation Alliance. If you can't join, just come out. Come out. If you can find your own group, join the Biafra de facto constitutional government and make impact. All the Biafrans are calling all of you who are not blind. For those who want their blood to be sacrificed in the altar of Nadi, let them go ahead. That lady now that died, you want no government to be treating them about it. You see her now, saying that they will do donation for her. Which donation? Nothing. That's the end. He told all these ones that being entered and not the rest of them. All of them will build place for them. But then life, big place. Bless that you did not live while you are alive. You need money that dead will build it for you. I don't want to say much. I just want to thank you for your steadfast in the truth. Not in anything we have not started. They am continually having. They will go get tired. With the title, we are there for much, man. We don't know. We are here. Nothing.
Thank you very much.
Nothing. We will not go back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being there.
Good night from here.
And thank you, everyone. To protect and guide you. And guide the children of the Biafra factor customary government. Let people tell them and guide everyone so that we will get home quickly. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening's segment. I want to appreciate all of you who took time to call in and make your contribution. And then I sign up from here. Tomorrow is another day. We continue from there. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't be caught in their web. You must be properly guided. And I tell you, we will get home. Good night from here, and God be with you.
It's more called
Mr. Pro, I'm doing it.